So we're doing a little update. Today's Tuesday, the whatever of August. There's little Clyde. Clyde's kind of commandeered that room because it's got the bed in it. And they've got all these kennels, midgets. And then we've got Marcus. I don't know what I can say about this boy. He's so loving, so affectionate. Look how gentle he is. He put his mouth, my fingers in his mouth and didn't even bite down. Look at that. You're just a loving boy, aren't you? I don't know why nobody wants you. So sad for me yesterday because I had to bring these little monsters back over to the kennel. So we've got Henry, Chomper, and our amputee, little Pepperoni. Nobody's even asked about him, I'm quite surprised at. But this is beautiful Brittany. She's so stunning. Shush! Somebody's chopped her ears off, people. She's so sweet. You should be called King, I think. I don't know why, you just look like a king. This is Diego. He's a stunning, handsome, big German Shepherd. Very sweet, very loving, very affectionate. Shush. Sweet little Skylar. She was a little bit skittish. She's just a little bit stressed and overwhelmed with the environment. It's not the best for every dog. Casey boy is starting to gain weight. You can see him filling out a little bit. He was super skinny. You couldn't see how skinny he was because he's got the long flowing locks. Haven't you? Yes, he's such a love bug. Very sweet boy. And Ernest is such a good boy. He really is. But he was being a bit protective of the food in the other kennel. He was great with everything else, but just with the food. And as you can see, he likes to tip the bowl up and lie on his food. But because I'm not here in the kennel, souping 24/7, I couldn't leave him in there. And it's so sad because he wanted to play. He loved wrestling and playing around with them, with his teeny bopper friends. But I just can't do it, but can I? I'm sorry. I do feel really guilty. Look at that face. Not one person has asked about you. I don't know why. We've got a bunch of weirdos living up here, haven't we? Have we got a bunch of weirdos? Yes. So I'm going to go outside for the rest. See who comes out. So here, this is Manny. He's a funny shape. He's got a really stocky body, but then he's got really spindly legs. This is Duchess. This is Lena. She was so scared when she first got here, but she's got really happy now. And Archer, who's Lena's big brother, super duper affectionate boy. Their sister was adopted the other day. Then in here, see, we've still got Lucky, scared to death in the kennel. Lanny Moo can be a bit of an instigator, not a good environment this for her at all. Pokey is a little monster, aren't you? Yes. And Robbie. And Scully. And Mowgli. This is Fancy. So I did put Fancy in with these the other day to try it out, but they was all they was all jumping on her. She was getting a bit grumpy. She really wants to play, and if I had a play area that could go out in, I would definitely have her out with them. But I've just not got time to spend with them to supervise, getting them all settled in. And like I said, she was being a bit grumpy because it was jumping on her. She's only been here a few days, so it's to be expected. So maybe next week we'll try her again and see if she's settled down a bit more and not too worried. And these three break my heart. I feel so guilty. You have no idea how hard it is for me to bring dogs from the house into the kennel. And I only brought Chomper into the house because he was in the back. But I had to put Lucy and Pluto out there because there was no space for all these newbies. And Lucy can be a little bit full on. She's a sweet, adorable, loving, fun girl. But she's a full-on dog. She's very high energy. She had a lot of pent-up energy. So she needed, obviously, to burn that off. And he was getting bullied a little bit. Not by her, but just by all of them. So I brought him over to the house. But I've got... Look at little Henry. He's so funny. A little Pepperoni. Our amputee is back there. He was so good in the house, but... There was just too many dogs in the house with Argos hobbling around. It wasn't good at all. There's our handsome Marcus again. You're such a good boy, aren't you? I know. I know. And then we've got midgets. Midgets. So this is Oakley, he wants to be in charge under the chair. As you can see, he doesn't. Jacob is 4 or 5 months old, crazy puppy. Aren't you? And then these are all our collie mixes. And I will stress, these are all, except the little dogs, high energy dogs. They will only go to families that are very active. He can't get up on the chair, he wants to. So there's little Luigi and Savannah. You're right, Oakley. You're having a bit of a tough time, aren't you? You wasn't too sure when you first got him. My fingers aren't long enough to fit through all them gates. He's not enjoying it in here. There's just too many dogs for him. Hippie is okay with other dogs, but not this many. It's a little bit overwhelming for some dogs, you know, especially when he looks like he's probably come from a home. He's got a collar on and everything, so it's not the best. What's going on out there? So there's a couple of dogs that are not yet on the website. There's a reason for that. So if they're not there, they're not yet available for adoption. If they're there, they're available for adoption. If you have the lifestyle that the dog needs now and in the next 10, 12 years, you are more than welcome to put in an application. If you are financially able to afford a dog or 2 dogs or 3 or 4 dogs, then you are welcome to put in an application. Bear in mind, it's very difficult to get vet appointments and everything is getting very expensive and the recession is going to be looming. So if you can take all that into consideration and you can give a loving home, financially stable, and has the lifestyle for... Hey, you stop that now! You! And has a lifestyle, that's my priority over that you can care for the dog. Lifestyle, I'm not going to put an active dog with a not active family or just a relatively active family. The dog goes where they're going to lead the best life. I'm sorry if that's not good, but that's how I work. There's hundreds and thousands of shelters and rescues, millions of dogs getting killed every single year. There's other places to go. I don't want you to go anywhere else. I want you to adopt one of our dogs, but that is my rules, my priority, and how I run this rescue. And it works so far. We adopt lots of dogs out, don't we? Are you okay, little man? Are you okay? You've generally got something to say. He's building up to it. Are you what? Are you going to tell me something? Are you going to tell me something, please? Are you? I'm going to chew my finger instead. Are you not telling me anything? No? Very unlike you. Are you okay, little Robbie? Are you okay, Hanson? And you've always got something to say. And what do you think? What do you two little maggots think? Are we good? I know. Well, let's go and get this video uploaded. Let's get it on the adoption sites. I knew you'd start having something to say. I did. Always got something to say. Yes, I know.